And hello everybody, welcome back to the Cataclysm. I am Vormithrax. This is Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and we are continuing our Megacity Motorcycle Challenge. We've made some pretty good progress, and we've just had one session so far, but I'm pretty pleased with where we're at and what we've done. We got a long way to go yet, though. We still haven't accomplished anything on the primary portion of the challenge, which is to visit all the local police stations in our local megacity. We, by surprise, managed to luck into a pretty good part 2 of our challenge, which is get a decent motorcycle that we can ride around on. We managed to actually track down a perfect condition, green in all condition parts motorcycle. But we're going to use that as kind of a backup, and we're going to build our own Megacycle chopper, Lawmaster, whatever Drudge Jedd would drive. We're going to build one from scratch. So I haven't done that on one of my live stream challenges before, so I think a motorcycle is a decent size thing for us to accomplish in a reasonable amount of time. So that's one of the things we got going on. But if you're new to the series, the Megacity Motorcycle Challenge, I'm playing as Drudge Jedd, a Bionic police officer who's lost contact with the remaining police stations in the Megacity. Challenge goal is visit every police station in the megacity, see if there's any surviving officers, as well as build a magnificent motorcycle to patrol the Cataclysm and dispense our brand of justice. So we've kind of done the second one, but we're going to improve the motorcycle by building our own tailor-made one. And we haven't done anything towards the police station thing, so we'll see how that goes. Howdy to all you regular folks. Karacher, Sirsha, Fertile Creek, welcome back. Another change, I've usually stream at 1080p 60, and I've switched to 720p 30. For this particular stream, some folks have mentioned that they have some problems watching it consistently on Twitch without buffering and stuttering, so I decided to downgrade the quality a bit. So let me know what you think, if it's affecting your viewing experience any, and I'll kind of adjust on the fly. But I wanted to give this a try. I don't think it's going to affect just what you guys see all that much, especially if you're watching chat. It's mostly, well, yeah, it's primarily designed for the Twitch folks that can't watch the live streams because of the buffering, but just let me know. So it is a change that's been made. So 720p 30 is what we're running at currently, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Oh, the other thing, I've changed my donation goal to specifically, I'm trying to get some better lighting for my camera. I'm looking kind of orange right now as it is. My lighting solution is kind of ad hoc thrown together. I need to get something slightly better. So that's what that donation goal of $50 is for. I've got a solution in mind from Amazon. And as soon as we reach that, I'll be able to get that in place. And I won't have this little gimmicky light I've got right that way shining in my face. It's a little bright, but yeah, it'll be more diffuse with the lighting solution. It's going to help out quite a bit. What happens is if I put up anything bright on my screen, like an Explorer page or anything like that, even on my other monitor, it changes the light balance, and the camera can't quite get it right, and I end up looking orange through half of my videos. So I'm just trying to get it all settled out with my lighting solution. All right, so here's our character. We are a Drudge Jedd, a Bionic police officer. You can see our stats. We've made some pretty good progress. We're up to Fab 7, First Aid 6, Mechanic 6, Survival 6, and the rest is not too impressive. So we've got a ways to go. Tailoring is probably the next one I really need to work on. The rest of it, it'll come or go. We did just successfully finish a raid. We hopped on our motorcycle and went for a drive. Parked up around the school here after luring some zombies out from the building, and we made a successful raid into the school library. Actually went really well. We just had one unfortunate circumstance, but otherwise it went really well. And we got a pretty good load of books. Not quite all the ones I was hoping to get, but not bad at all. So we also picked up a RivTech combat shotgun from a helicopter crash site. So wasn't a wasted trip at all. So that's pretty much where we're at. Hey there, Shun Kairu TV. I'm going to assume that's from YouTube. Thanks for the subscription, though. So yeah, that's where we're at currently. We got a lot of work to do. Here's our gear currently. It's kind of a thrown together set. From what we started with, we've really taken very few hits. Other than our poor legs. We've had our legs nearly burned off a couple of times now by acid. But beyond that, the rest of our body's in pretty good shape. And very little of our gear has actually taken any damage. So I'm actually really happy with what we've managed to put together. For this particular run on the world settings, I did change things a bit. Hey, Saoirse, thanks for the Prime subscription. Appreciate it. I did change things a bit. So for the world settings, we went with a size 16 Megacity. I'll show you that here in just a second. And I got the zombie spawns turned down to 0.75. The item spawn also at 0.75. I also slowed the zombies down to 80%, but then I made them tougher, so I moved them up to 120% resilience. I did that specifically for this particular challenge because I wanted to be able to move around in the daylight and to have some kind of tactical movement ability. Having daylight raids in a mega city, it's almost impossible to move around during the daytime in that kind of a setup. So I tried to find a balance between the item spawn, the toughness of the zombies, and the speed of the zombies. It would give us some interesting challenge, but still allow us some degree of movement. So it's turned out pretty well so far. I think it's a tad bit on the light side or easy side for what I can normally deal with, but we haven't actually really tried the hard part yet. So we've been able to make a few forays into the city and move around fairly well. It's still definitely dangerous. I can get caught and grabbed and mobbed. But we've been able to move around a little too easily, I think, for the settings than I was hoping for. But like I said, we haven't actually tried the hard part yet. So here's the megacity. We've got a southern section, which is where we actually started. I forget exactly where the police station is. It's somewhere in here where we started. And we do have a police station we've got to reach down right there. So that's the only police station in this southern area of Burrellville that we actually need to get to for the completion of our primary goal for the challenge. But since this is all connected, this is all part of the megacity. And here's the northern section. It's much, much bigger. And there is a bunch of police stations up here. So we're going to have to find a way to get to all of these various police stations. And that's what I'm hoping that we're going to be able to do with the motorcycles. But I'm going to need to build a couple of them because I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose a few as I hop off them to run into the police stations to see if there's any officers alive. Probably before I get back out of the motorcycle, it'll be getting torn up by the zombies. So we'll see how that goes. Excuse me. So that's the situation. That's our map. We've got this northern section of the mega city, this little connector point here, and then the southern area of Burrellville. The only reason I have to go down here now is that one police station way down here, buried pretty deep in. So that's going to be interesting. But that's why we're going to try to build a much, much beefier motorcycle for Drudge Jedd to ride. So he can make that trip in relative speed and safety. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose things. So yeah, there's the font command. So anybody curious about what fonts I'm using, they are awesome fonts. And that video there links to my YouTube page where I created an episode specifically about what fonts I'm using, both for the game text font as well as the map font. It explains them both. Okay, so let's get back to work here. Trying to remember exactly where I left off. We had gotten back, I had dropped the items, got our rollerblades, that's the Mossberg I stopped wearing because we switched to the auto shotgun. 20 rounds of ammo I'll probably never see through the rest of the episode, so hopefully we put them to good use. But we got a lot of the regular stuff I really look for. So we got the stethoscope already, we got the hunting knife. Got our basic tools. Where is my screwdriver set anyway? I noticed that wasn't listed there. Oops. Why do I not have a screwdriver? I had to have found a screwdriver. What did I do with my screwdriver? I don't think I left anything outside. What's in the vehicle? Just a gallon jug. Why do I not have a screwdriver all of a sudden? Nah, unfortunately, I can't do that. What happens, Saoirse, is I normally stream at 1080p 60, and that's great and works for most folks. But Twitch, they have like a quota system, or they have a resource allocation system, and where normally, like on YouTube, you can go and you can view a video at various resolutions because they downscale them automatically. Twitch allocates their available resources to the bigger streamers first. So by the time it trickles down to my tiny channel, if there's no resources left, the only option for people to watch it at is the 1080p 60. So I have no control over that. It's all done by how big a channel you are and the available resources Twitch throws at it. So a lot of days, unfortunately, 1080p 60 is the only choice for people to watch it at. Other days, I actually do get some bandwidth, and all of a sudden people can choose the lower resolutions with no problem. So it's all to deal with Twitch and their side of things. The only way I can affect things is just keep growing the channel and get bigger, so I'm higher up on that allocation list, and then it won't be such a problem. So I'm trying to find a middle ground that everybody can kind of work with and be happy with. So we're going to test it today at the 720p 30, and let me know. I'm interested in everybody's comments, especially let me know on my Discord channel, though. It's a little easier for me to reference and refer back and check people's comments and be able to get some feedback. So the chat during the live streams, I'm pretty distracted, so I may or may not see it, may or may not remember it. It's a little harder for me to keep track of. But that's why we're doing this. So, all right, I'm still curious about my mysterious missing screwdrivers. I had to have had screwdrivers. So did I just lose them, leave them? What the hell did I do? I know they're not in here. I don't know. I'm kind of curious now. I may have to actually go on a screwdriver hunt. But there's none sitting here on the ground. There's none in my inventory. Huh. I kind of need my screwdriver. It's a pretty important tool, so... Oh, never mind. There it is. It's in my tool belt. Tool belt with screwdriver set. All right, that's what I did with it. Mystery solved. Good. We don't have to go on the screwdriver hunt. So, I think I was talking about my tools and what we had found. So I do have all the basic tools. We got the screwdriver, hacksaw, hammer, wrench. So we're good there. We've got a decent supply of all the basic medicines, so no issues there either. So we're in pretty good shape there. What I'm trying to figure out, and what I planned on doing at the end of last episode, was we're going to make a trip back down here into the southern section. I left right here in that garage a vehicle welding rig, and I think I do want to go back and get that. So we're going to plan an excursion back down into that city. Probably do the same thing as last time. We'll drive down, park at that campsite, then I'll walk down, take this street over, this street down, and there's a few libraries and bookstores in this area. I want to hit those, come back to here, and then drag that crane out on my way out, or the welding rig, I mean. But I want to get the welding rig back to the base here. There's a few things we're going to still need before I can really buckle down and get these motorcycles built. And then once I've got the motorcycles built, then we can start making our excursions into town to try to check all the police stations. So these here are a couple of vehicles that were working enough that I was able to drive them back over here. I don't plan on using them for anything except spare parts and building materials for our motorcycles. But that gives us a pretty good start. So we've got a mobile gun system here. Mobile gun system is going to give us lots of heavy-duty frames, the composite armor plating, the 32-inch armored wheels, lots of good stuff. So the bones and the heavy armor of our vehicle is going to all come out of this mobile gun system. And then we've got the meth lab, or the RV here for a few items as well. So we'll see what we're going to do with that. But I don't have any solar panel power yet. I don't have any good storage batteries either. So I'm on the lookout for a decent solar vehicle or two that I can also drive back, and that'll be awesome. We're going to be building a big, heavily armored motorcycle. It's going to be the equivalent for Drudge Jedd's Lawmaster. So it's going to be the 32-inch armored, big fat wide wheels and all that good stuff. I'm a little fuzzy on exactly how big I'm going to make it. It'll probably be at least one space longer, and I really don't want to have a sidecar if I can get away with it. So I'm not intending it to be my mobile base or anything. I don't think I'll have a mobile base in this one. So a single cargo space will be plenty for my just running around doing stuff needs. And we'll see from there. I don't think I'll need to throw on a vehicle welding rig or any of that crazy nonsense. So we're just going to try to keep it as small as possible for maneuverability and speed and see what we can do. But I do need to be a lot stronger. Heavy frames, armor, all that kind of stuff, so it can stand some abuse. Because I expect it to get mobbed while I'm trying to check a police station. So it's going to be interesting what we can get done. Alright, so that, like I said, is kind of the plan. So I need to make a foray down there. I need to identify the bookstores. So that is an Animal Pound. That is a library there. Furniture. Furniture. I think this is a bookstore. Yep, that's a bookstore. That's a bookstore. So we've got quite a few right here in this local area. There's another library there. Yeah, so we'll kind of figure it out when we get a little closer. We'll look for bookstores and libraries and then decide. Here's our book list. We did bring back a pretty good supply from the school. And I'm at the same position I always run into in these kinds of playthroughs where I've got to make decisions on long-term food supply. Do I just tough it out and keep running out and killing animals and scavenging up some vegetables to feed myself? Or do I go through that whole process of getting the charcoal kiln, smoking racks, butcher table, and so on set up so I can do large supplies of smoked meat and then never have to deal with it again? Once I can get 2 or 3 animals full butchered and run through the smoking racks, that gives 300-400 smoked meat. And as long as I've got multivitamins, I can just subsist on smoked meat and multivitamins. So I'm not sure yet exactly what I'm going to do there. That's the hard part, because reading all these books and leveling up the skills and craft grinding and building a vehicle, that's going to take a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of hunger. So I always run into this situation where I just have to make a decision whether I'm going to try to tough it out and just keep scavenging and killing animals for food, or if I'm going to go ahead and set up this long-term food solution. I'd really rather avoid it if I can, so we may see how it goes. With the 75% spawn rate, I'm not getting a lot out of grocery stores and things like that, but I do have mobility, so I can maneuver out in this area fairly easily, collecting, going after animals and such. And we got a beehive up here, so we should be able to get pretty good supply of meat just by parking out here and kind of moving in. But we'll see. I'm going to try to avoid it if I can. It takes a long time to get all that set up, and I'd rather avoid it. Okay, so what to do? Anything super critical on my list here? Computers to 3, so I have some chance of getting into bank vaults would be kind of nice. I have no electronics skill. I should probably do that as well. And like I said, tailoring is the other one. So I get electronics to 3. Tailoring I can probably get to 5 or 6 with the designers. I think that goes to 6. So between 2 books, I've got tailoring to 6. The other thing is we've got the martial art style, the drunken boxing martial art style. So I really need to get my dodge up, and I'm not able to do that when I'm backpacking it and auto shotgunning on my shoulder and all this other heavy stuff that I'm carrying. So that's the other thing I really need to spend some time deciding about is resetting my gear. I need to get higher dodge. I need to not get hit, because I'm playing with, if you didn't notice, I'm playing with Imperceptive Healer trait. That's the 8-point super negative healing trait, where you only heal 10% of your total hit point, or 10%, start over. When you sleep at night, you only receive 10% of the normal amount of hit points that you would have healed. So it makes taking any kind of damage really important. I mean, we got down to 2 bars on our legs, and it took like 5 days to get us back to full strength. I mean, 5 full nights of completely restful, wonderful sleep with no issues. And I think we were still not quite even full. So it's a serious thing when you take damage when you've got the imperceptible healer trait. So, yeah, that's the other big negative on this particular run, is that trait right there. Other than that, pretty straightforward. No real fancy bionics or anything. A little bit of passive armor plating and all that good stuff, but nothing that's really affecting the gameplay so far. Alright, so priorities. It is 3 p.m., day 15. What is my food situation again? Not much. So we did a scavenging run, got some veggies and some rhubarb, but I think most of that's already gone again. Yeah, I think we've got no vegetables, if I remember right. Just the vegetarian MREs. So yeah, we've got no raw vegetables left to cook up anymore. So all of this stuff is not going to last too long. Full and slaked. Catch up with chat real quick, and then we'll get things moving here. Lots of chat, lots of chat. Well, yeah, whitelisting my YouTube page would help out. Disabling ad block on my YouTube page would be very much appreciated. YouTube revenue, if anybody doesn't know, is tiny, tiny, tiny. I ain't buying nothing on YouTube revenue, so any kind of direct donations is greatly appreciated. Even little things like whitelisting or turning off ad block on my YouTube page and watching the occasional advertisement would be helpful. So we talked about the stream resolution. 5 space long is the minimum, Croucher says. Tried a lot of custom bikes. Yeah, I kind of figured that'd probably be the case, but I don't know. My needs are pretty Spartan for this particular one. It's not meant to be a long-range, long-term solution, so we'll see. Yep, I'm wearing a badge. I've got the badge. I'm not sure what you mean, Saoirse. That's firewood sources marked right there. So I always set up the firewood marking source. I've done it in every single series I've set up in the last, I don't know how many months, pretty much since they implemented it. There was no tank incident. Move along. Don't know what you're talking about. Yes, there's my firewood source. There's a firewood source there. Take it down. No, thank you. Pretty much always set up a firewood source. First thing I do, I step into an area I'm going to set up a base. I mash everything up, put my brazier or my oven up, and then immediately set up my firewood source. Alright, so we do have my rollerblades. Love my rollerblades. We will take those with us when we go south. I think I'm going to have to do a trip into the forest real quick, though. So, do I have any... I don't think I have any meat around either. Yeah, I have no meat. I have no veggies. So we're going to have to solve our food problem first. I got some oatmeal, not much, and some Toastums. And that's about it. Hey, 2 cooked oatmeal. That's the sum total of my current food supply, it looks like. So we need to take care of that. Water's not a problem, but food is. So let's go get some food. I don't have any grocery stores near this northern area either. I think... Let's wear the other backpack. Oh, I got the other backpack got destroyed. That's right. Now I'm starting to remember. I was going to do tailoring so I could get a backpack created. Can I do it quick enough that I won't starve to death by the time I can make the backpack? Well, let's find out. Whoops. Stop. Step over here. Not sure the exact radius on the fire continuing to go. And 89%, we lost the lights. Alright, well, there's tailoring 3. So that wasn't too bad, actually. Hungry and thirsty. The oatmeal will take care of that. So we'll have some rhubarb. And some more rhubarb. And then our cooked oatmeal. And some water. Alright, it's full and slaked, and I believe 3 is what I need for the backpack. Yep. Use my 20 leather patches on a backpack? Nah. We failed. How many times are we going to fail? We got it that time. Alright, so we got our backpack, so we can double backpack it now. That'll really rocket up my good old encumbrance. Yeah, 64 encumbrance in the torso. That is a bit much. No, I didn't make the leather one. I'm trying to save my leather patches. I was originally saving the leather patches I collected for that 5 to 6 tailoring hump, but I've got the book to get me past that, so... leather's only valuable if you're not collecting it early. There's lots of opportunities to get leather patches for your your basic needs. Unless you're trying to grind that level 5 to level 6 tailoring, leather's not that hard to come by. Especially once you got tools. Just go to a school bus and rip apart 10 or 12 seats and you got lots of leather. Alright, so we're gonna have to sleep pretty soon so I can get up early in the morning and get the scavenging run done. Then we'll read for the rest of that day and then we'll take off the next morning, I think. I just need to get an animal or two. Probably just one will be plenty, and then a little bit of vegetables, and we'll consider that good enough for now. So let's read just a little bit longer. Let's do electronics. Let's get that knocked out. At least we got a intelligence of 12 because we're really happy. Yeah, we're elated again. That's because of this. That's funny. All right, so we got the electronics done. Now we've got more electronics options here. Computers and tailoring. Let's work on Fab the 9 in 8 minutes. All right, let's do Fab the 9 in 8 minutes. Oh, stop. I let too much time roll by. Forgot how late it was already. All right. Can't answer any questions on camps, Populous. I have not used them. I have no intention on using them anytime soon, so looking in the wrong place for the camp system. Unless they actually finish the camp system and do an NPC overhaul, I have no interest in the camp system, so. Like many things, it was somebody's cool idea that I don't know how complete it is, 75%, but it's got a lot of problems still, and it's not, as far as I know, getting worked on last time I looked. Same thing's true of a lot of things. National Guard camp's in a similar situation. Hazardous waste sarcophagus is in a similar situation, so. Alright, so it is 10:40. That'll give us enough time to get some other stuff done. We'll have our last cooked oatmeal, some more rhubarb. Let's have that peach as well. One more. And then another one more. Still not going to be full. That's fine. Clean water, clean water. Okay, I don't think I need to take anything else. We've got the auto shotgun in case a Chockerbrute or Jabberwock steps out of the forest. I got the hunting knife. We're basically hand-to-handing everything to death for the most part. I have no dodge ability. I don't need all these. Every time I say I don't need all these tools, I end up finding something I needed a tool for. Yeah, 8 out of 30. I think I'll just keep everything else. Alright, let's have some calcium and gummy vitamin. And now my choice is, do I motorcycle it down the way here looking for animals? Zombie Brute. Hey, Zombie Brute. What are you doing over in my end of town? He's right over there, just off the edge of the screen. Let's go kill the Zombie Brute. Come here, Zombie Brute. Drop backpack, drop backpack. I'm gonna dump the duster as well. And the gi. Let's drop all the stuff that's making me not have any dodge. What else have I got on my torso? Thought I dropped the gi. Did I have... Apparently I had multiple gi? That's interesting. That's the one I wanted to get rid of right there. And the auto shotgun. Alright. what are we down to? 15 on the torso, and our dodge is up to 7.2 base or effective. I just want to see what happens when this guy tries to take the brute on. Whether he lands a hit on me with the high dodge. 7.7. Cold. What footwear do I have? I just got my boots on, so I guess we're gonna go with that. Yep, come on, brute, get over here. Smack me back into the grass. Not into that tree, not into the building, into the grass. Come on. Alright, hey, we lurched for 4. For 4 again. 13. 13. Oh, he managed to grab me. No, no! Alright, well, he got his super punch off. At least I moved so he didn't punch me into the side of the building. We're not doing much in the way of damage either. So, moderately injured. A little better. See if he gets another super punch on us before he goes down. Grabbed again. Yeah, wow. Ah, our counterattack killed him. Counterattack for 47. I needed more of those. Oh, I just realized I've got my sound turned down. What do I usually have this on? 10 and 5, I think? Can't remember. Alright, apparently he was one that didn't get pulped earlier. So, why do I have this one? I can't remember why I have that one. Alright, I was just curious mainly. Dump that. And back on our trip out into the forest. Let's move over to the east a bit. Get a new area to go search. My favorite thing that always makes me cringe, turning on auto pickup and auto foraging. Alright, don't kill me, auto forage. We did raise our survival skills, so let's see how quickly we fill this guy up. We're already at 28 out of 30. Dump the useless stuff I'm never going to actually put to use. Oops. Stop it. Alright, that's a pretty good amount. We got some more rhubarb. A few of the other odd things. Keep the jar. Don't need... Interesting. It's a lot of scrap metal to find out in the woods. We'll just drop that. Alright, we're gonna turn that option off again. Alright, let's go out of the forest, see if we can go track down something with some meat. Yeah, I worked my way pretty far north. Bad zombie, huh? That's not eatable. Whoa, spider zombie. They're all just hanging out just south of me there. That music sounds a little loud to me. Maybe I had it the other direction. Maybe I was 5, 10. That sounds about more normal. Raccoon. Raccoon is not helpful. Any dogs? Dogs would be best. Getting far enough away now, I'm wishing I brought the motorcycle. Huh. Ah! Now I'm over near the acid ant nest. Alright, let's head back. This is not what I was hoping to find. Why? Oh, it's not showing me the smoker zombie because he's in the cloud. That's funny. Alright. Wear filter mask. Is it activated? It is... Where are you at, filter mask? It is not activated. And drop a few things. Alright. Silly smoker zombie. That was part of the problem with the brute, is I didn't want to move around much. Would have been more effective had I been moving around when I was trying to fight him, but I didn't want him to punch me into a wall. Alright, yeah, so this didn't work for the meat portion of our trip, so I think we're gonna have to jump on the motorcycle. Dump this stuff off here, and let's have some rhubarb while we're waiting. Alright, well, where to go? Anywhere I go this direction is going to be too close to buildings. There's going to be zombies in the area. And I've already covered, I was out all the way over in this area just now. So, I don't know, I might have a bit of a problem getting regular meat supply here. The size of the forest, I can probably subsist on the vegetables for a pretty good amount of time. Grocery store down there. What time is it? 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock's too late in the day. I think I'm gonna bag the trip to go get some meat. Let's just do some stuff around the base. Yeah. Let's just do some stuff around the base. We'll just take our trip tomorrow. We got enough food for a couple of days at least. We'll do our trip first. Maybe we'll be able to grab some food items from the grocery stores. Just with the lower item drop rate, I just can't rely on the grocery stores or houses for sustainable food sources. Not sure why I have that either. Alright, I think we're just going to do some more reading. This is pretty much the priority right now. Let's do cooking on a budget. 8 minutes. Oh yeah, we're going to finish that up. So firefighting and cooking on a budget. One more firefighting. firefighting book's pretty awesome. That's a super short read time for such a high-level book. Alright, Fab 9. I'm not sure what I'm going to use that for anytime soon, but we've got it. Cooking next. Cooking 3, and I went too late again. A little later than I wanted. Up some veggies. Ooh, let's do a toaster pastry. This time cooked, and we'll do the last of the oatmeal. It's going to take all of it to get us back to full. That's not good. Where'd you go, clean water? Apparently I am just missing clean water on the list here. There it is. Probably should have set an alarm. I don't know, Sergio. That seems like an awful lot of work when I could just have a campfire when I've got essentially an infinite source of wood to throw onto the campfire. Especially in this big apartment building that I'm in that I've lost the memory of. Let's run around the apartment real quick just to get it remapped in my memory. Always bothers me when I can't see the actual building I'm in. Alright, so we're almost back to full strength. We still didn't quite heal all that damage we took from the brute. And that was the only thing that did us. That one punch from the brute, really. And full night's sleep didn't even heal that much damage. I think I'm all set there. I do need to... Oops, I'm in the wrong apartment. I was going, where's all my stuff? Alright. We need to take the rollerblades. I'm not taking that. I don't think I need anything else. We're going to try to scrounge food and water as we travel. We'll take a little bit of cooked vegetables. And I think I'll grab... protein drink. Actually, this stuff's really good for you. Alright, there we go. Phone slaked. 1:20 p.m. already. Ouch. Man, that's a lot later than I wanted to go. Alright, we're going to hold off one more day. We'll do some more reading, and I'll be more responsible about when I go to bed. That's going to push it. I got a lot of running around to do in that city. I don't want to be pushed up against the... Actually, if it gets dark, that's probably not a bad thing. If I have no night vision on this guy. Yeah, let's wait. We got plenty of things we can get done between now and then, so let's keep working on... we did all the easy stuff, all the really short stuff anyway. Computers, more cooking. Tailoring's going to be rough. It's pretty much all going to be rough from here. Let's do computers. You know, off chance I happen to go by a bank. One more reading session. Go to bed about 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock's good enough. Uh-oh. Finally, something showed up. Stop trying to fall asleep. Yes. Don't break my window. Get over here. Alright, I got no vision range because I probably got the sunglasses on. And I still have no vision. Is that more than one guy? Why can I still not see more than one space? Oh, it's that stupid tactical helmet again. Alright, same problem as before. Just don't want to fight with double backpack. Let the counterattacks kill him. No grabbing for you. Alright, is that it? Is it just that one guy? Yeah, apparently it was just the one guy. At least we got to him before he broke my window. Wow, we didn't get hardly any sleep. No. That's fine. We'll just be sleepy while we sleep. Or thirsty while we sleep, I mean. 5:30 a.m. Oh, we tossed and turned all night. Well, that's not healthy for us. Crap. Here goes another day wasted. So we tossed and turned for like 5 hours. Now it's noon again. Damn it. Oh, Cataclysm. I ran out of wood. We'll just slam down a boatload of rhubarb and anything else I can scavenge. I don't want to make another fire right now. What do I got to drink? Anything? A cola? That's the only thing I have? Yeah, I'm getting really thin. Crap, that's not going to be what I want to drink. And I'm going to need some more 2x4s. We're going to end up being here another day. Oops. I'm out of regular water as well. I'm out of everything. Hope our little pond here doesn't dry up. That would kind of suck. My veggies went rotten on me. God, they last so little amount of time. That's the big problem right there. Ugh. So much waste. And I'm back to having no food. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. gonna be a problem. Oh, crap. Turn that thing off again. My concern is I won't be able to get back to sleep again. I'll do that tossing and turning all night, then fall asleep right about the time I want to take off again. So, we have to set an alarm. Oh, I don't have an alarm clock. There goes the tossing and turning again. Okay, now I'm getting annoyed. Here we go. It's doing the exact same thing. Tosses and turns till 6 a.m., then falls asleep. God, I hate that. When am I going to wake up this time? Apparently the game does not want me to leave before noon. It's 3 days in a row where I've tossed and turned, then fallen asleep. Ugh, that is really annoying. There goes my pretty much entire preserved food supply again. Alright, we're leaving this time. I'm not putting up with it again, so... gotta take it. Taking those... Yeah. Alright, come here, grabber zombie. Follow me this way. Get away from my base. I'm in the minefield. No, I'm above the mine. No, I'm in the minefield. I'm in the minefield. Well. Classic error. I even marked the minefield on the map. I still drove right into it. Yeah, hope we don't hit it. Wow, we're still alive? 42 damage. Steering is completely broken, so I broke my motorcycle. Stop driving. It's still moving, apparently. Die from moving vehicle? No. I think we might still be dead, because 42 damage. It doesn't look like 42 damage has occurred. I'm not sure what it's going to do. Oh, alright. But, yeah, well, what's broke? Oh, front wheel's gone. That's hilarious. I'm always breaking these things. That's a way different result than I expected from hitting a landmine. I can't steer it. Well, I said last episode, I never get to keep these motorcycles. I always end up breaking them. I guess we'll just stop it right here. Stop driving. What's back there? Just a gallon jug. Can't remember if I set the location. Yeah, I did. I never get to keep nice things. Alright. Got zombies coming after us. Don't really care. We're going to be dodging a crap load of them anyway. They're being pretty persistent about it, though. Yeah, it's quite a few zombies. Alright, where are we? So, I was aiming for this road to go this way. This was a furniture store here, right? Yep, furniture store. There's a grocery store there. Maybe I'll hit the grocery store, then that library. We'll see how things look. This is a day trip into the city. Whoa, where the hell did you come from? How'd he get right on top of me? I need to get in and get enough space to get my footwear swapped out. Grocery store and the library are both facing the west side of the street, so... And now I got more stuff coming at me from the southeast. Come on, Zom. Oh, and it's got to be a spitter. Of course it's a spitter. Come on, zombies. I just want to get onto the sidewalk and get my rollerblades on. I really do not want to start this by getting my legs boiled. Minefield and more zombies to the south. I need to get this done. I think I might have to wrap around the building. Why am I running out of stamina when I'm walking? Why am I running out of stamina while I'm walking? Because I've got the filter mask on. Son of a bitch! Arrgh. And I get to start with the boiling leg problem again. Alright, so far, this trip I have lost the motorcycle, and I've immediately taken acid damage to my legs from a spitter zombie. This is not the way to start a trip into the town.